going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to give you guys an update on all the small little upgrades that we're putting on, accessories on the motor outside, because obviously when they're inside the car, they're hard to miss and you won't see the details. And if anybody knows me, I'm all about details. First off, big shout out to Tony from Stan Steiger Media. Great guy, man. He actually called me and walked me through running the whole cable for the 4-gauge cable for the alternator that MacMan requires for their alternator. We bypassed the stock fuse. I ran the whole cable and we did a separate fuse, a 150 amp fuse, just in case. Outside, there's the other end of the cable here, so that's ready to go. The MacMan alternator, just FYI, if anyone, maybe somebody will be in the same. Oh, here it is. So obviously I got the tied in pulley set, and their pulley that comes with it is smaller. You can see I'm assuming it's OEM size, but MacMan themselves said not to change it because they'll avoid the warranty. If you put on the smaller pulley, it overspins the alternator and it could damage it. So we're leaving on the one that it came with. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I have posted the picture, the Ride Industries water neck. Beautiful piece. This thing is a work of art. It's expensive, but I think it's well worth it. The sensors are nicely tucked under, you can't even see them. Got the oil free line. I got to do my return. I'm waiting on 245s to come in. This is the old line. I'm going to get that redone. We're going to be installing the 7685 back on. Same turbo, I didn't change. Okay, for everyone, I'm sure this is a dumb mistake on my part, but I assumed both of the exhaust gaskets were the same. They're not. This is for the back one, that's the part number, and this is for the front one. I had to wait like another week to get that in. Let's see what else. I got some ARP hardware for the valve covers. These, I thought they were M6 bolts. They're actually M8 by, I'm gonna say, I think 45. I'm not exactly sure. When I should be getting them like in 2 or 3 days. I'm gonna be putting all these clips together as we go on, so you guys can see all this minor stuff, what the sizes are. But I believe it's 45 though. I'll tell you exactly once I get them. I forgot what I ordered. This up here, I mean, if anybody knows me, I'm very like into details. I like I like people looking at the engine bay and looking at certain things and kind of saying like, wow, he actually did that. That's me. I get more of a gratitude getting that kind of like expression, other than just, okay, wow, it looks nice. So I'm gonna be getting rid of this cam sensor. As you guys know, we only use one on the GTE motors after you go standalone. So I ordered the block off plate for here. We're gonna be using this one only. We got ARP bolts on that too. The hooks are gonna be coming off. I just have them on there obviously because the motor's gonna get dropped in. I cleaned all these brackets up, just wire. I just put them on the bench grinder with the wire. Cleaned them up pretty nice. The oil sensor light, I got rid of it. I put on this block off plate. Guys, the car, every time I actually take it out to drive it, I'm religiously, I check the oil, make sure it's fine. I don't need a light to tell me that you're low on oil. It'll be probably too late by then. Let's see here. I'm waiting on the cam gears. Body shop actually called me. My guy called me today that they're gonna be done. They're actually done already. He was just drying them up. So tomorrow I'm gonna be picking them up. I'm gonna be putting all these clips together. So once we get these back, I'm gonna be installing all the timing stuff, crank damper, and we're all set and done in the front. I'm gonna be installing the turbo. I've been waiting for that gasket for the front one. I didn't have it. What else? Oil return, and that's it, guys. It doesn't look like much, but it's stuff that needs to get addressed outside, because out there and it's inside. I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna drop the motor in and then the trans afterwards. I don't want to risk scratching up the engine bay, even though I got a couple nicks from when we blew the motors. If you see, I got a couple here and a couple up here, but it's nothing serious. I'm gonna get some touch-up paint from my body shop guy tomorrow when I pick up the cam gears and touch that up. And we should be good to go. Let's see what anything else major that I could update. That's it, guys. Just I'm gonna be putting these clips together, so you know, if you see that it changes from day to day, I'm just gonna try to put them all together. I just don't want to skip any major stuff. You know, I'm gonna try to keep you guys as, you know, as up to date as possible. Something like that's stupid, I don't know if it's happened to you guys. The car's been sitting, not crazy, but I actually like took it out Sunday and tried to air it out. It's, you know, for any car that sits, any Supra that sits even in the garage, they tend to build up like some mold. I don't know if it's like a soft Florida weather type of thing. I mean, I wiped it off, but it's like little dots everywhere. I guess it's just moisture, you know, it just builds up. So yeah, keep an eye on that if your car sits for long periods of time. Mine, I mean, it's even the transmission tunnel, it's closed. I keep everything sealed, and they got some more in there. So yeah, keep an eye on that, guys. Just, you know, I was kind of shocked when I saw that. All right, so manifold's finally on. Man, for the guy that messaged me on Facebook about the full race manifold being a pain in the ass to put on, he wasn't kidding. This is actually the first time, well, the second time that goes on since I owned it. Obviously the first time on this new motor setup, and then the last one I had somebody put it on for me. But yeah, this screw over here, I mean, even the titanium stuff, that has to be like that 12 face socket. There's nowhere to get it in there, and there's nowhere to loop, so there's no space. So I had to get a pressure plier and kind of squeeze it in there and turn it as much as I could. But I mean, everything else is pretty tight. These are all 12 point. All the ones on here are regular 8 face, or I'm sorry, 6 face. So I was able to get it with a regular nut, and I know those are really tight. I got new hardware from Full Race. New studs and a new gasket, so I'm gonna be doing that now. But yeah, man, that manifold install wasn't a joke. Oh, well, and just like that, I gotta call it for tonight, because I ordered this stud kit and gasket kit from Full Race Original, and obviously these freaking studs are not the right size. There's no way I could get them to screw in. I thought it was a coating. I tapped it, or not re-tapped it, but just put it in there, clean out the tabs. It goes in smoothly by hand, so there's nothing wrong with the threads. They're perfectly fine. It's just these studs are not the right size. I mean, I even messed up one of the nuts trying to push it all the way in. Where is it? There it is. So that nut is no longer good. So this is just, you know, the bullshit little freaking setbacks that just kind of piss you off. And I'll call them tomorrow, figure out what the size is, and you know, this is crazy, man. This is just the kind of thing that just, you know, ruins your night. And hey, that's it. Call it a night and move on. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. There's another clip for you guys. Remember, I'm gonna be putting these clips together and then making a video out of it, just doing the accessories on the motor. I picked up the cam gears today from the body shop. I took it to them so they could paint them anthracite, matching the color of the car. And check these out, guys. Look how badass it came out. Just put them next to the car. I haven't done that. This thing is dirty. I haven't washed it in months. It's dead on, guys. They have it. They got it perfect. But yeah, I wanted to do something a little different. I think this will give it a nice little touch. The black with the anthracite, and then some of the chrome around. Trying to keep it original, something different from everybody else. Spoke to Full Race. I ended up getting another stud set from them. So this manifold is about 10 years old. They said they moved away from the, I believe it's 316 tap. So they said to tap it with an M10 by 1.5 inch tap, and that's what they recommend. That it should have no problem fitting that, just to make sure I tap it good. But yeah, that's I'm gonna probably be getting that probably by Friday. Today's what, Wednesday. So what's left here? Just put on the cam gears and get the rest of the whole timing belt stuff done, and then she'll be ready to go in. All right guys, so here it is. One of the cam gears is finally done. It's on there already. Now I know it looks nice and pretty, but on video, you know, everything looks nice and pretty once it's done and set. So these things, the little faces on the cam gears, it goes in here exact, like very, very exact. So the paint, obviously I had to sand it down smooth in the middle here and on the board, on the outer rim here, just in case anybody wants to you know, to ever do this. So this has to line up straight up, so it could be a 0, and then push down here, and then obviously I tried it before so I can know how much sanding to do, but it's there. So but yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. Been sanding away for like a good 30 minutes, so like I said, it looks good on tape, but once you're here, these things are taking like a good hour to put it on there. So yeah, let's finish up the next one and put it on, and we'll be back. So I'm gonna be taking out the valve covers now. Get the cam bolts, cam gear bolts torqued down. I was reading online, it says 60 pounds for the torque, so take out the valve cover to both cams. Alright guys, so there they are. This got the side bolted down to 60 foot-pounds of torque. That's what the spec said. Got to do this side. These are we upgraded to these new BC Stage 3 Plus 276 cams. So I'm dying to fire these up, man, see how they sound. Alright guys, so cam gears are bolted down, torqued down 60 pounds each. Got the valve covers on. I'm gonna tap these now to the size that 4/8 said to. Then I gotta wait for the studs. We'll probably be here in 2 days. So then we can get the turbo mounted. The rest of the timing gear, the timing belt stuff, that's what I gotta do now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Another clip, another night. This is what we got done so far. Everything's pretty much ready to go. Here, if you notice, we're a tooth off on this cam. So I thought I had everything done, but you know, once you stare at this thing so long in one night, you kind of throws you off where you're at. So I'm gonna loosen up the tensioner and turn the cam just one tooth over so I could get it where it goes. I tapped the manifold like 4/8 said so. I had messed up 2 of the studs, so I ended up getting another set of studs from them that just showed up in the mail today. A couple more ARP bolts, and then this is the factory cover that I'm no longer using for the back. Obviously, you see the markings back here where the cams go. I was kind of looking at it, and that's how you could tell that it's off a tooth. So I'm gonna be maybe fixing that, and then I think we'll be good. All right, guys. So as you can see, the turbo's on. Got it all mounted up. It's all bolted down, ready to go. Oil feeling is good to go. The only thing I'm missing here is the oil returned on here. I'm waiting on 245 fittings. Where's it at? It's right there. 2 over here, 45s, 245s, and then the braid line I already have. I loosened up the timing belt tensioner, moved it over 1 tooth, and it looks like we're perfect now. It's center, 0 here, and if you can see, perfect dead even is dead center on both sides, so we should be good. I don't know if I covered it before. I'm not going to be using the plate back here. I got the ARP bolts back here, so this is going to be all exposed. All the cables I usually run through the top, which will be the, obviously we don't have the coils anymore. We have the R35 coils now. So we have the harness that goes, and then, you know, it plugs in back here. So that cleans all this up. So there's no cables here. And then I got the Rad Industry water neck. And if you can see the coolant temp sensor and the one that goes inside the gauge of the car, it's nicely fed down here. I have this little bracket over here set up for the cables, so I'm actually going to run the cables down here through the bottom, feed it in here, have my crank sensor here, alternator cable, I'm sorry, power is on this side for the alternator, the plug for the alternator is over here, and then these two for the water temp sensors. And that's it. Those are the only 3 cables that are coming over here. So we're just gonna pretty much just run them all the way up, and that's it. We're done with cables on this side. So we won't have any cables coming in over here or going down there. I think this way it's a lot cleaner. That's it. It's pretty much just straightforward. All I'm waiting for is those 2 fittings. I think they're tracking for Monday, and we should be good to go. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any comments or you know, questions, if you like, go ahead and, you know, comment below. I'll be more than happy to respond. I always do. And like always, guys, thanks for the support. Like and subscribe to the channel for more super content. See you guys.